The little starfish's shiny voyage in a sparkly blue ocean where waves danced and corals glowed, there lived a tiny starfish named Glimmer. Glimmer was small, with 5 rosy arms and a glittery speck that shone in the water, and she loved clinging to her coral home, watching seahorses twirl and fish swim by. But Glimmer had a big dream. She wanted to drift through the ocean to find new friends and share her shiny glow. One sunny morning, a gentle current named Swirl flowed by and said, "Hello, Glimmer. Why do you sparkle so happily today?" Glimmer wiggled her arms and replied, "I want to explore the ocean and make friends." Swirl bubbled and said, "I'll carry you. Let's go." Glimmer's speck twinkled as Swirl swept her to a sandy seabed where a little crab named Scuttle was digging, and Scuttle clicked, "Hi, Starfish. Why are you here?" Glimmer spun, "I'm drifting to find friends. Want to come?" Scuttle hid a claw, saying, "I'm shy and stay in my sand," but Glimmer smiled, "Scuttle by me. You're safe," and Scuttle sidestepped beside her. Swirl carried them to a sparkly reef where a tiny seahorse named Twisty curled around a coral, and Twisty said, "Hello, Glimmer. What's that glow?" Glimmer rocked, "It's me. I'm finding friends. Join us." Twisty curled tighter, saying, "I'm slow and small," but Glimmer winked, "Hold my arm. I'll guide you," and Twisty hooked on. Next, Swirl flowed to a sunny kelp forest where a small fish named Bubbles darted among ferns, and Bubbles said, "Hi, Glimmer. Why are you shining?" Glimmer swayed, "I'm on a quest for friends. Come with us." Bubbles flicked her fins, saying, "I'm scared of open water," but Glimmer nodded, "Swim in my shine. You're perfect," and Bubbles glided along. Swirl swept them to a quiet cove where a baby octopus named Inky hid in a shell, and Inky said, "Hello, Glimmer. What's that sparkly starfish?" Glimmer spun, "It's me. I'm making friends. Want to swim?" Inky blushed, saying, "I'm nervous far from my shell," but Glimmer twinkled, "Float in my light. We're a team," and Inky stretched an arm to join Glimmer, Scuttle, Twisty, and Bubbles. Glimmer felt braver and said, "I want to shine for everyone." Swirl whispered, "Drift to the big shore." Glimmer floated to a wide beach where children were collecting shells, and a girl named Lila pointed, shouting, "Look, a starfish with friends." The children asked, "Who's shining?" And Glimmer wiggled, "I'm Glimmer. I'm glowing for friends. Want to see?" The children nodded, asking, "Can we touch your shine?" Glimmer twinkled, "Yes. Hold me gently." Lila lifted Glimmer, giggling as Scuttle scuttled, Twisty swayed, Bubbles swam, and Inky waved, and Lila said, "You're so brave, Glimmer." Glimmer's speck glowed as the sky turned orange with sunset, and Swirl said, "Glimmer, it's time to rest." Glimmer looked at the seabed, reef, kelp forest, cove, and beach, saying, "I drifted so far and made so many friends." Swirl hugged her with a soft ripple, saying, "You're a tiny star." Glimmer turned to her friends, asking, "Will you visit my shine?" And Scuttle, Twisty, Bubbles, and Inky nodded, cheering, "Yes." Lila waved, saying, "We'll find you, Glimmer." Swirl guided Glimmer back to her coral home, and her friends followed to say goodbye. Glimmer clung gently, feeling proud, saying, "I sparkled the ocean." Scuttle clicked, "You made us brave?" Twisty swirled, "And happy." Bubbles bubbled, "And fast." Inky waved, "And safe." Glimmer's heart felt full as she said, "You're all my sparkle." That night, Glimmer rested, dreaming of currents, and the next day, Scuttle, Twisty, Bubbles, Inky, and the children visited, splashing in the shallows. The ocean sparkled with laughter, and Glimmer's rosy arms shone, knowing her shiny voyage had made everyone smile.